Friends, how are you? Right. Today what we are going to do is we are going to deal with the new concept of proving root 5 or root 2 as an irrational number. Now let us see how I am going to do that. Alright. The question is prove that root 5, I will take root 5 is an irrational number. Everybody knows, but now we are going to prove that root 5 is an irrational number. How am I going to prove? What I am going to do is I am going to use the method of contradiction. Means contradiction proof I am going to take. What is that, sir? What I am going to do is, in order to prove that root 5 is irrational number, first I will assume that root 5 is rational. I will assume that root 5 is rational. Now when I assume root 5 is rational, what is going to happen? We will see. Alright. So I will say proof. Let us assume root 5 is a rational number. Let us assume that root 5 is a rational number. Now if root 5 is a rational number, what does it mean? It means root 5 is equal to a by b. Why root 5 is equal to a by b? This is the definition of rational numbers. It is a definition of rational numbers. Children, I am sure in your 9th standard you have covered what is the definition of rational number. I repeat, any number which can be expressed in the form of p by q. Any number which can be expressed in the form of p by q is a rational number. Where what is p and q? Where p and q are co-primes. Where p and q are co-primes. What do I mean by co-primes? Co-prime means having no element in common. Can I say 4 and 8 as co-primes? No, they are not co-primes. Can I say 4 and 5 as co-primes? Yes, because 4 and 5 have nothing in common. Don't say that one is common. We don't consider one there. 4 and 5 have nothing in common. So I will say they are co-primes, whereas 4 and 8 are not co-primes. So co-prime means having nothing in common. They don't have a common factor. That is the meaning of co-primes. And when I say root 5 is a rational number, according to the definition of rational number, every rational number can be expressed in the form of p by q. I am taking as a by b. So that is a definition of rational numbers, and I will mention where a and b are co-primes. This is very, very important. This statement is very, very important. Co-prime means having no factors. So when I assume root 5 is equal to a by b, so what will happen when I cross multiply? I will get a is equal to b into root 5. A is equal to b into root 5. I will square on both sides. When I square on both sides, what will happen? A square is equal to b square into root 5 whole square will be what? 5. A square is equal to b square into 5. Means a square is equal to something into something. Means a square is product of two factors. Right? Means b square is a factor of a square. 5 is also a factor of a square. See, a simple example. Suppose if I write 6. 6 is equal to 2 into 3. What does it mean? 2 is a factor of 6 as well as 3 is also a factor of 6. I can write that way. Or I can write 2 divides 6 and 3 divides 6. So, when I write a square is equal to b square into 5, it implies 5 divides a square, and we all know that if 5 divides a square, automatically 5 divides a, right? This I'll put it in box. 5 divides a. Now what I am going to say, if 5 divides a, then let a is equal to 5 into k. A is equal to what I'll write? 5 into k, because 5 divides k. So if a is equal to 5 into k, where what is k? Where k is some integer. So I'll write a is equal to what? 5 into k. Now I will substitute a is equal to 5k in equation 1. Now I will assume, after squaring both sides, I will assume this as equation number 1. I will assume 5 divides A as equation number 2. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to substitute A is equal to 5k in equation number 1. So it is 5k whole square is equal to B square into 5. Now what is 5k whole square? 25k square is equal to B square into 5. 5 ones are 5 5s are. So 5 into k square is equal to B square. What am I getting? I am getting B square as something into something. Means B square is a factor of product of two factors. 5 is a factor, k square is a factor. I will write 5 is a factor of B square, implies 5 divides B square. 5 divides B square, and if 5 divides B square, I can also write 5 divides B. 5 divides B. I will call this as equation number 3. This is equation number 1, equation number 2, equation number 3. Now I want you all to observe very carefully what is equation number 2 and what is equation number 3. Equation number 2 says 5 divides A. Equation number 3 says 5 divides B. Let me write these two things together. I will write from 2 and 3, 5 divides both A and B. Here it is dividing B, here it is dividing A, so 5 divides both A and B. Now 5 dividing both A and B means what? 5 is a factor, not just factor, 5 is a common factor of A and B. 5 is a common factor of A and B. Now when I say common factor, how is this possible? Just now you told that A and B are co-primes. What do you mean by co-primes? Having nothing in common. And here you are using the word common factor. 5 is a common factor of A and B, which is a contradiction. Why is a contradiction? Because when you say it's a common factor, either they are not co-primes or it is not a factor, but you got it is a factor, means they are not co-primes. If they are not co-primes, means root 5 cannot be written in the form of A by B. Means root 5, if it is not written in the form of A by B, root 5 is not a rational number. Means root 5 is not a rational number, means root 5 is an irrational number. So I will write 5 is a common factor of A and B, which is a contradiction to our assumption, that root 5 is a rational number. So this is a contradiction you got. What does it mean? Therefore root 5 is a, or you should write our assumption is false. It implies root 5 is an irrational number. Root 5 is an what? Irrational number. So children, this is the way you prove this particular problem, and it is a very, very important model which regularly comes in your 10th standard board paper. So we have seen that in the previous problem we have proved root 5 is a irrational number. Now keeping same steps, we will do some other problem, and you will understand how easy it is for any child to practice this problem. What is important is the procedure. Children, you are given marks, you are awarded marks here for the sake of procedure. So make sure that you don't neglect any of these steps, and I want you to practice this again and again. See what I am going to do. Let me take some other number. This time I will prove that root 2 is an irrational number. I will show that root 2 is an irrational number. How do I do that? In order to, method of contradiction, again the proof of contradiction. Let us assume that root 2 is a rational number. We know that we have to prove it is an irrational number, but I am assuming that it is to be a rational number. So if it is a rational number, I can write root 2 is equal to A by B, which is the definition of rational numbers, and A and B are co-primes. Now this is very, very important, because the co-primes is nothing in common, but ultimately at the end I will show that something is common, right? So when I cross multiply, A will be equal to B into root 2. I will square on both sides. So A square will be equal to B square into, what is root 2 square? 2. So A square is equal to something into something, means 2 is a factor of A square, means 2 2 divides a square. If 2 divides a square, means 2 also divides a. I will call that as equation number 2. If 2 divides a, means I can write, if 2 divides a, this a is equal to 2 into something. A is equal to what, sir? 2 into something. So if a is equal to 2 into something, I will substitute in equation 1. I have assumed this as equation 1. So instead of a, what will you write? Instead of a, it is 2 into something, that is 2k whole square is equal to b square into 2. So 2k square is nothing but 4 into k square is equal to b square into 2. Now 2 1s are 2 2s are, ultimately what you got? You got 2 into k square is equal to b square. Now something into something is equal to b square, means k square is a factor of b square, 2 is also a factor of b square. If 2 is a factor of b square, I will write 2 divides b square. If 2 divides b square, it means 2 divides b. If 2 divides b, I will call that as equation 3. Already you wrote 2 divides a. So from 2 and 3, 2 divides both a and b. Means 2 is a common factor of a and b, which is a contradiction to our assumption. Hence, instead of root 5, I'll write root 2 is a rational number. This is a contradiction to our assumption that root 2 is a rational number. It's a contradiction. So our assumption is false. Hence, root 2 is an irrational number. So I'm sure you understood why root 2. Tomorrow instead of root 2, I can take root 3 also. Just remove root, instead of root 2, write 3 and practice this problem again and again. I am sure you will get a grip in this particular scenario. Right? Thank you. And in the next video, we'll try to take few more questions where we'll prove that the given numbers are irrational. Thank you. Bye-bye and take care.